Good evening. My name is Janai Wanambo, and this is Group 9's presentation on leadership. So, what is leadership ethics? Leadership ethics examines what leaders do and who leaders are, which focuses on values, morals, and principles that guide their decisions and their behaviors. It involves including and understanding how leaders make ethical choices, act responsible towards others, and demonstrate their character. Ethical leadership is shaped by moral development. Ethical approaches, including technological, deontological, and virtue ethics, all shape what leadership ethics is all about. So, in short, leadership ethics is about leading in a way that is morally responsible, principled, and focused on doing the right thing for individuals, organizations, and for society. Through these ethical leaderships, they make ethical choices, they demonstrate character, and this character they demonstrate is honesty, fairness, and compassion. And now onto my teammate Brenda, who is going to present how leadership ethics strengthen leadership studies.
Leadership ethics adds significantly to a complete study of leadership by focusing on the morality involved in leadership decisions and behavior. Also, by looking at the influence that leaders have on others and the ripple effect of ethical or non-ethical behavior. And by including an analysis of all moral aspects of leadership, even the dark side of leadership that results in unethical or destructive leadership. By including how leadership ethics affect other leadership studies like followership. Finally, by expanding on the study of leadership, including the examination of the 5 principles of ethical leadership, which are respect, service, justice, honesty, and community. In conclusion, leadership ethics strengthens leadership studies, helping to give a comprehensive guide to leadership which encompasses moral values. And now my colleague, Kiara.
During this brief presentation, I had the pleasure to discuss what the criticism of leadership ethics is. According to Norhaus, the leadership ethics remain an area of research that's become an early stage of development. Leadership also does make speculation regarding the nature of ethical guidance. However, human behavior has become a leading factor in why researchers believe that empirical support may accompany leadership ethics. Also, cultures are also a criticism to the leadership of ethics. Leadership ethics will continue to change and redevelop as the world becomes more fluent with cultures and also cross-cultural things becoming on one accord, which will be more connected. As Norhaus also stated, the ethical perceptions can quickly change, and ethical research will continue to struggle with up-to-date and relevant information based off research if we don't become more accurate in leadership ethics. Now I will be passing it on to my colleague Alvin.
As Kira shared, leadership ethics is evolving, and today's major forces are reshaping what ethical leadership demands. I highlight 3 key forces and use emerging research to reveal the new ethical challenges leaders must navigate. The first study on the emergence of AI shows that leaders must now guide not only people, but also algorithmic systems. Ethical responsibility expands to include transparency in AI-driven decisions and protection against systematic bias. The second study on generational shifts highlights that employees across generations value different communication styles and motivations. Ethical leadership today must adapt to these differences. The third study on globalization demonstrates that ethical leadership now requires cultural fluency. Leaders must make decisions that respect diverse values. Together, these studies underscore one truth: ethical leadership must grow as the world changes. Only then can leaders act responsibly in a digital, diverse, and globally interdependent era. Now, Chad will wrap up our discussion.
Ethical leadership in today's world. Ethical leadership plays a crucial role in enhancing employee job satisfaction and improving retention rates. A higher rate of employee retention not only reduces training costs, but also fosters greater overall engagement with employees. Furthermore, organizations recognized for their strong ethical leadership attract superior talent in the long run, creating a stronger overall company. Moreover, customer loyalty and positive brand recognition tend to be elevated for companies that prioritize ethical leadership. Companies need to create a code of ethics for their leadership teams. In the wake of recent high-profile scandals, there is an increasing demand for transparency in business practices. Establishing a reputation for ethical leadership has never been more essential. A single poor ethical or moral decision can spark a social media backlash, potentially harming the company's reputation for years to come. Setting the culture with ethical, trait-based leadership development programs. Ethics are integral to most business decisions, and a leader's influence can either nurture a positive company culture or undermine it. Implementing leadership training programs ensures that all leaders within the organization possess a consistent level of ethical awareness. And then finally, leading by example through transparency and engagement. Demonstrating integrity and fairness in all interactions not only sets a positive tone for the organization, but also inspires others to emulate such behavior, thereby enhancing the strong ethical culture within the company.